Hi, Karen.
Hello.
How are you?
We're surviving our life and kicking.
Man, I can imagine. The last time I saw you was on Picture Perfect.
Oh no, really?
First of all, how did you come up with that character?
So the story is funny. So after we shot Quagmire, before we shot Quagmire, the director sent me a script. And after that, she was like, you're going to be Nino's love interest in Picture Perfect, the series. I screamed like, oh, no. Like, stop playing. And, she sent me the scripts. And, going through it, I'm like, okay, this character actually feels like my comfort zone when I'm not serious. Because I can be like that. So I got into character. At first, I didn't even really get into character like that because, I'm still an upcoming actor. So, at some point, I just said to myself, like, hello, your head gotta be in this. So that's how the old Sidi Alamala came to life. And, well, I don't think I like when people call me that. People are getting so used and comfortable with. And Sidi, I'm like, hello, this is not Picture Perfect. I mean, this is Karen in real life, not Picture Perfect.
Your character in that series is insane.
Yo, I feel like, a couple of people said to me that they didn't like the character that I played.
Me, I love it too.
No, somebody said to me, like, if you're like this in real life, we can't be friends. I'm like, it's called a movie for a reason. Like, it's a movie for a reason. Like,
but come to think of it, I think in real life, some of those characters, some of those traits, you have it.
Well, yeah, that's why I said.
You know why I
said
so? Before Picture Perfect, there's a viral video of you.
Oh God!
Yes, there's a viral video of you that I don't know. Probably you guys shot somewhere in Ibadan that you were abusing this guy.
Oh,
it was a torture. I think it was another girl or something.
It was a girl.
Somebody that ran into you.
I apologize.
And said something then you went all out on the person
Okay, the crazy thing about that particular skit is that every time I remember that skit, I remember that I started acting because of that particular skit. Because, because it was just me wanting to be random. I think there was a particular girl that was always doing this, Ibadan girl thing. And I'm like, yo, I'm from Ibadan. Okay, yeah. I'm half Ibadan, half Shekiri. My mom's from Ori. So I just have this madness. So I'm like, let's just do this. So it wasn't pre-planned. So everything I said wasn't pre-planned. It was just, yada, yada. And I just went all in. So a few days after, I saw that it was trending in my head. I'm like, okay, what am I doing wrong? Or what am I doing right?
No, you didn't do anything wrong.
But the insults, I mean, only wait.
But that was Sidi. That was a Sidi on a typical day.
No, that's Sidi on a typical day, but that's not Karen on a typical day. I mean, that's Sidi. That's Sidi. I mean, that's who Sidi is, and that's who Sidi will always be.
So that brought out the Sidi character in you. Like, I'm sure the director saw that.
Yeah, I feel like every time she thinks about, playing this character, she thinks, okay, Karen Obadu Ben. She's actually going to fit into this. So, I mean, well, yeah.
How does it feel? How does it feel being in, like,
the industry
top 5 series right now?
Yeah.
That's the top 5 series in the country right now. It's quite interesting.
Oh God.
How does it feel?
It feels really good. It feels really good. Like, big shout out to Bjorn Steven. I mean, she made that happen. And I'm getting the old, nice to meet you. I mean, somebody actually sent me money from the US because she saw Picture Perfect, the series, and she was following me on Instagram. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Then I went live on Instagram one day and she said, please send me your account number. In my head, I'm like, Shefelu Mini, because why do I gotta send you my account number? So I sent it to her because we've never actually had a conversation. So just send me your account number like that. We stop there is to bath. It's K brothers, but okay. I sent it to her. She sent me 30K. And I was going on set the next morning. In my brain that night, jobless, I didn't have 1 naira.
Oh yeah.
I was going on set the next morning. We're going to shoot Looking for Bami Part 2. And I was already thinking like, okay, it's about time for me to call my daddy or call my mom. Hello, location I send the I'll pay you back when I get paid. And, when that money came in, I'm like, okay, Karen, at this point in time, you're actually doing something right.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, I mean, it feels good, but the annoying part is the Hanty Sidi or people judging me by what I did.
in that
God. It's not even funny.
It's an interesting character. I love it. That was what actually attracted me to you.
Are you serious?
So I'm like,
Hey!
because you know something. There's something about having multiple characters.
Yeah.
Like you can switch.
Yeah, I feel like that's something that I can
If you want to make it Western now, you can go all out. And if you want to go extra,
Elu.
you can always do it.
Yeah.
Some people might think it's actually a personality disorder.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, no, psychologically.
No, but it's not. It's just, I feel like that CD part of me in real life is something that you would legit need to push all my buttons for me to show you that part.
Extreme,
so like for me, it's just me being.
And again, who is the makeup artist?
Diamond. I let me add that one. If I go to hear this thing, because every time he wants to touch my face, I'm really cranky. Like, but can we not do this? It'll be like, Auntie said, and like Diamond is an extremist. So half the time he wants to touch my face, I'm extremely cranky. Like, hello, can we not do
As
this?
in, that person must have lived in the.
No, it's not lived in. I said to him, like, I feel like you don't like me. You just don't like me because when I'm cleaning this thing, I'm scrubbing like, oh God. I feel like we shot for like a month. So like, imagine that you have to like go back to back with that makeup. Hey God. And you're standing on the road and people are looking at you like, Auntie, she fine too. What in the ghetto is this makeup?
You take that home?
No. Sometimes though, there are times that I'm too tired. I cannot scrub anything. I just take it to my hotel room. Like that, like, whoa. I'll get clean. So like everybody's looking at me funny. I'm like, come on, please shift. But yeah, the makeup artist doesn't like me, so we've all agreed.
How does it feel being an upcoming actor in this our Sanwo-Olu Nollywood?
For me, I used to, before I actually started acting like very well, I used to go for auditions, and now we'll call you back. They never called back, but I've worked. Okay, I was in the Johnsons. I was in some other movie, but there's just one particular person that I've really, really worked with, and that's Jordan Stevens.
Yeah.
Like, she's that one person that, has this script and just thinks, oh, Karen is going to do this. So I feel like the only person that would actually recommend me or, say that, okay, Karen is actually very good is actually Jordan Stevens. But maybe now that people can actually start to see picture perfect, they know that, okay, there's one Karen somewhere, but I mean, it's not bad. It's fun for me, and the directors that I've worked with are like super cool people.
It's quite funny too because almost everybody in the Picture Perfect series has multiple personalities. Even Nino, that is like,
as in like the way Nino switches like I'm like, okay,
fuck,
okay, yeah, let's do this. Like, I don't like it. No, I feel like me and Nino had that, multiple thingy. But every other person,
I actually think at a time you guys are going to get connected. Maybe probably the third series.
Connecting Lagos. Me and that one. I take notes. I don't know.
I think because you guys fit more than him and the lady.
I don't, Nino.
If I see Biodun, I'll tell Biodun that give CD a shot with even if it is 2 nights.
I like Jobe, like, no, it happened at some point, but even after everything that I've done for this man, the man did not feel that, he deserves me or I deserve him. So I mean, like, I cannot have everything. Miss Kanko doesn't have half of what I have. I mean, man, but no. Miss Kanko, she don't have breast, she don't have yansh. But you say no. Yaba came, she show you Pepe. Me, you still came back. But I mean, but it's always so much fun, being on set. I miss being on set.
How much more struggle is there for all these upcoming actors out there? Because I've seen stories, producers trying to take advantage, sometimes directors.
When they say this to me, Jobless, between you and I always tell them that I cannot relate because I've never been. I mean, I've been working with a female producer, or let's just say I've worked with like 2 male producers, but 1 female producer. G gets, and even the male producers, it's just cordial, like good morning, actors on set, yada yada yada, like that.
Let's get it done.
And yeah, so I tell people that I don't know. It might probably happen tomorrow, but right now, I've never had
the experience.
I mean, from the very first movie that I did, I started getting paid. So it's not like, you're just going to spend a couple of days on set and they tell you, goodbye, or that's the end of Solomon Grundy. No, I get paid for whatever it is I do. So yeah, I can't relate though.
But you have friends in the industry that can relate. What do you think the problem is?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of upcoming actors right now are so desperate. They want to be seen so bad that they are going to take desperate measures. So if you cannot just calm down and just do the few things that you can do, and you never know who is watching. Actually, you're not even sure of who is watching. But I feel like I want to be a star real quick, and you're going to do like silly things that you're not supposed to do. So for me, I cannot relate because I cannot stress.
Do you think it's way more easier now to break the stardom position?
Is it
compared to when it is compared to a couple of years ago when the social
I feel like it is really, really easy because you see people that do Instagram skits are now in movies.
Yes.
And you say to yourself, like, but if I have to think about it, I'm a better actor than this person. Sorry, I'm not trying to throw shades at anything. I'm just saying, but I'm a better actor than this person. Maybe because this person is known and they're trying to sell their market. That is why they're going to cast this person in this movie. Do you understand?
Okay.
So let's say, for example, citation. Temi Otedola is verified on her social media pages, but she gave it a shot and everybody liked citation.
Okay.
You get, so there is every possibility that in 2021 movies coming out, you might see more of Temi Otedola than me. That it's just picture perfect. People don't really know me yet, but Temi already has a brand. Temi has a face. Do you understand? So I mean,
even before the.
Do you understand?
Movies,
even before the old. So it's easy for you to even be a star now than back then. Well, we're waiting, Sha. Our upcoming star and good.
For me, I think social media already redefined how the industry is being run. In all faces, right?
Yeah.
From actors to comedians to even musicians.
Yeah.
Because back in the days when we're still doing music, it's always going through one gate man to another, before you can get your voice heard. But right now, from just your phone, if you go into your phone now, people are on live. Thousands of people are on
Do you understand?
live on every minute.
Yeah.
So it really changed the way you look at how the industry has been run. And these guys are actually not doing bad for themselves,
They're not.
So right now, I think it's more the field is more leveled compared to
back then. I feel like for me, if I continued with this, I feel like I get tired of things easily. So if there is no extra push or extra ginger, like what, Karen, just continue this thing, like no, I'll do something else. So I feel like if I continued with that particular Ibadan Girls kits that I was doing then, I'll probably have grown, so fast because of the way social media is where people just want something that'll crack them up.
Yeah.
And there was a time that I feel like let me remember 2 years after I posted that skit, Tunde reposted on his page, and I read through the comments. It was so funny. Like, how can this lady just switch from being sweet to being what's going on? And I feel like if I had continued, then I'll be a superstar. Anti-blow.
It might also, I think it might also reduce the limit of your act, because I know you can do more than that.
Yep.
You know, so if you stick, I think what you have done is just do different things. Sometimes just keep it just your Western level. Then sometimes go.
Yeah.
So, but you know that this thing being consistent is one of the key factor.
Yeah, like it's not easy.
You shouldn't have stopped.
I didn't. For me, then I didn't even think I was going to act. Though I swear, like it was just let's just do this thing based on.
I saw one. I think it was one news a couple of days ago, and I think it's Taoma.
Yeah.
And somebody paid her
1.5 million.
1.5 million to do something. She didn't do it, or probably they have. Then the guy came out and called her out. And
funny enough, as at this morning, this guy, came out to retract the statement he made about her.
Yeah.
I feel sometimes these people just you really can't even tell. Like, people will just come out to say things about you, even when it is so untrue.
What did he say?
He said he apologized that he has never met Taoma before, or he has never done business with her. Okay, where is this coming from?
Okay.
Like, people are.
But for something like that, there should be consequences now.
Yeah, maybe they chose not to.
Because if I'm actually that girl's management, right? That guy is going for it.
Maybe they chose not to.
Why would you? That's a serious defamation.
But and
that could affect the market real good.
For me, it can't be me. Man, like 2 by 2 Lori. I will slap you and slap the shit out of you. I'm not waiting for police to do anything. No, don't try me. I will find you myself.
But isn't it interesting that influencers can actually make that much on a skit these days? Doesn't that make the industry fantastic?
It makes it amazing, self, because imagine me trying to introduce this bottle water to people. You have to pay me like 5 million and I just introduce it to people, knowing fully well that if as a brand influencer, if I show this to people, there's every possibility that you're making double of the money that you paid me. So I feel like that's why people even have brand influencers. So if you sign me with 2 million naira now, you in your head you have done the calculation, like, okay, Tibasa and Karen, what is Karen bringing to the table? Okay, in 6 months, am I going to make double of the 2 million naira I paid Karen back?
Of course.
So if it doesn't work, by the end of someone, me, I shall collect them. I got them my money. So
yeah. Probably I think the whole idea is to use the influencer to bring traction to the product.
Of course,
it sells. So and for somebody like that to just call her out and now come out to retract the statement.
I saw the story on Twitter today. I was just
it doesn't make any sense.
Really, like, why do you feel the need to do this? I've had my moment of, okay, what I ordered versus what I got, and I'm not just that person that wants to trend for unnecessary reasons. So as opposed to, wanting to talk and wanting to cause social media drama, I just send you.
Keep that your ever bottle downstairs, please. Thank you.
Please cut. I'll take it again.
Don't worry.
It's like, as opposed to wanting to chase clout or call you out, I just leave it that way, because I'm not trying to trend on Instablog for annoying reasons. I'm not trying to be on Gist Lover for whatever reason. So if I'm not trending for something good, let me just maintain my low-key lifestyle like this, because the drag that we get as actors, you post a picture, there's somebody coming at you with, why do you look like an hippopotamus? Why do you look like this? And in your brain, you're like, but excuse that, I did not create myself. But what can we say? What can we do? But
I think it's a general thing about plus size women.
My fight, I fight you. I no keep person. You people should leave me alone.
But there's nothing wrong. I think for me, right, how I say it is, if you're plus size and you're LD,
and you're smart with it,
there's nothing wrong. But if you're plus size and you know that you can't even take 4 or 5 stairs, you are tired. then I would advise you.
Well, go to the gym.
Get more LD. Make sure the arts is breathing fine. You
can stretch.
You can stretch, and you can do all that.
It cannot be for me. I feel like since I feel like Joe.
Do you work out?
I dance. I feel like that's I dance. I swim.
That's a good. Cardio.
When I can. Workouts, she don't go to work because apart from being an actor, there are other things that I do. So I cannot be fully committed to going to the gym every day.
Why? You can't do every day, but at least twice a week.
Maybe weekends. Weekends go. It's not looking like I cannot. I would have a long day at work. Maybe covering events. Yeah. And like come back tired, sleep, wake up the next morning, going to do the next thing again. So like it would not work out for me.
Yeah, even for me as a guy, I go through that too.
So
I go through that too.
Sometimes, we understand what we are saying.
yeah. But you just have to create. If you think, I'm talking about the ones that feel like, because normally you can always put it out there and make it look like everything is good. But when you look at the mirror, you can always tell yourself that, okay, I might be plus size, but I think health wise, I might not be there 100, and you can always, work on it.
Yeah, for me, I started this no soda thingy. I did it last year. Then I felt
I saw it on post.
Yeah, so like I've been doing no soda, like no soda, and my dad is always teasing me like no soda. I'm like, everybody that knows me knows that I'm really addicted to soft drinks, Coke, Fanta. I'm a big Coke addict. At some point, my mother was like, "Can on people you more, you Coke to le more per day." On my soil, the brand ambassador, and I'm like, okay. So I said to myself, this year I'm going to make conscious effort to like slow down on Coke, everything soda related.
So I think you should even stop drinking it completely.
I've not even drank it since the beginning of the year. That's why I'm drinking water.
Better, because sincerely, the amount of sugar
in that thing, hey God,
stuffs, you cannot. There's actually a video on YouTube that some guy actually measured each gram,
and I saw sugar. Oh God!
And he told you this is the content of sugar in this. In this bottle, and you'll be amazed that is this what I'm taking.
If I did not see it on Twitter, it was a particular doctor on Twitter. I think a Proco doctor or something that tweeted it. And I just said to myself, okay, who wants to do this no soda thing with me? Last year I did it all through September. By October, chill out, jam, no soda. So I fell back. But this year I said to myself, okay, from February I'm doing no carbs. February, maybe if I can maintain that no carbs, then I'm going to shed a little. But regardless, I'm still a speck.
Oh shit.
I still a speck.
I'll be now.
A speck, but yeah, we have to leave healthy regardless.
Yeah, so because the arm that comes from soda, it is not here. But so many people don't actually understand what's behind all those stuff.
Yeah.
But if you truly know what it, you just stay away. I don't think I've had soda in 3 years.
There are a couple of people that actually follow me, and when I post the no soda thingy, they follow me and they're like, oh, we're doing it together.
We're doing it together.
So like I know about 5 people that when I post no soda 2021, they posted it like, okay, we're following you on this. So I feel like it's going to be a serious thing. If I can do January, February, then that's the end.
So have you noticed any difference?
Yeah. Since you started? When I take Coke, I do not sleep. I don't know. There's this, I don't know, but there's just something very funny about Coke. So when I take Coke like this, I know that.
Do you know that? Let me give you a cheat code. It's not a cheat code. It's just an information. Do you know that when Coke started, right, there was actually coke in it, like real cocaine.
Wow, that explains why half the time
I don't think if they still use it, but I think there's a substance from cocoa leaf.
Hey God, no.
Which is still the same thing they gets the real cocaine from. I think there's a substance from it in Coke particularly.
They are Coca-Cola. Thanks for coming. Don't mention. It was nice meeting you. It was nice doing business with you. Come up, party more.
No. But there are those things. Yeah, I know a friend that gets high on Coke, right? Once he takes it,
there's this unnecessary hype like that comes with, and I'm a naturally hyper person already. So taking Coke is like having like 4 times the energy that I have as a person. Hey God, I have to keep it to myself.
Yes, to buttress that. So Coca-Cola actually initially when they launched, so it says when Coca-Cola launched, the two key ingredients were cocaine and caffeine. Cocaine was derived from and caffeine rather, sorry, was some cola nut, also spelled as C-O-L-A nut.
Yes.
Leading to the name Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
There's so many people don't actually know that it was from, those are the two substances that.
Oh wow! I'm blown away.
But I think with time they actually refined it. I don't know if
it's still there, but they reduced it very
minimal. Yeah.
That is why it keeps you active and keeps you bubbling.
Like I said, in Jesus' name, we pray. We shall not meet again. Me and Coke, no.
It's not just Coke. I think it's also that.
That's what I'm saying. No soda, like all soda, Pepsi, Fanta, Mountain Dew. There's no Mountain Dew again. Limca, Gold Spot, nothing. If it's not water, please avoid me.
I think the best thing, the best liquid
I'm trying to is water.
In your body is just water.
I remember saying to somebody that the amount of water that I consume daily now, my mother will be so proud of me because I never used to like water.
Oh.
Hey, I will go 4 days and not drink water. As long as there's fluid right next to me. I didn't like the way water look. I didn't like the way it tasted. I was like, I can't be forcing somebody to drink this tasteless thing. But now, they used to test somebody.
Yeah.
Like I grew that part of me not wanting to drink water to drinking like a whole lot of water.
Yeah, probably if you want to, take that substance, take the pure substance instead of
going
through all these.
No, I'm not a what's that word again? I'm not a. Oh God, English is hard. Just say take the real substance. I'm not a monkey. I'm not gonna take it.
It's not, okay, do you know that I think it's Portland, Oregon, just legalized all drugs in the US, including heroin and cocaine.
I'm not.
That's a state, right? They just did. And do you know why they did? Right? Countries like Portugal, like Switzerland, like Spain, they've made most of all those drugs legal for a while now. And yes, and ever since they did that, right, because these are people that work with data, right? Crime rates has reduced, right? Yeah, drastically. Accident rates reduced drastically, and even the smuggling business is not as bad as it used to because now you can actually walk into a store and get these things, So I think what is hard to find, right, is more interesting for people to look for it because they know they can't get it easily.
Well,
so,
yeah, I agree.
You get so now, but when you can always go to a store and get it, it's a little bit easier for those countries. But I think for us in this part of the world, there's a way we demonize drugs.
Of course,
and make it look like, especially you people in Nollywood.
Hey, they say we people.
Yes, you people.
Wow.
Let me tell you what you guys do. Let me tell you what
Please
you guys
tell us
do. Most times when you have a character that is into drugs, right? You make it look like, oh, this is so bad. And at the end of the day, they will show the guy his life has spoiled. He's doing like this every morning, and everybody just feel, and even the older generation, they feel like, oh,
once you do this
is going to kill everybody. But do you know that there are millions of successful people out there, they do drugs.
Yeah, but it's obvious.
And they are fantastically good. They perform fantastically. They don't have any
I
problem.
agree. Yeah.
I know there is a certain body that is fighting to legalize marijuana in Nigeria right now?
They should. I mean, I feel like the only place where you can actually smoke igbo for free is Fela Shrine. If you pass there like this, once you have passed that junction, if they sit with you, back beer. I feel like that's the only place because you see policemen there and nobody is bothering you like, oh, what are you doing on the road?
Yeah.
Why are you smoking weed? That's the only place.
But we as Africans, have we ever actually take our time to actually study these things, this substance? Because
No.
I know that these days there's so many discoveries, especially from weed. CBD oil is part of the substance they get out
extract from
extract from it. And with the data and the reports, it's been fantastic. I know it heals a whole lot of diseases. The one I know for sure is what do you call this conversion? Epilepsy, all those things. When you use CBD oil, and then for joint pain,
the question is,
you use CBD oil, and they extract all these things from weed. And so why do you demonize that kind of substance when it's actually useful for people?
Well, you're going to have to talk to the president.
Okay. Now, before I talk to the president, now look at all these countries that we actually look up to, because most times I've noticed that our governments in Africa, they follow these people's footsteps. Whatever they say, that is what they do, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Most of all these people are legalizing this substance in their country for a reason. Is anybody talking to these people to make them understand that we even have the better ones? We have the better ones, right? That grows organically.
Let's hope that there is a youth that can, push the agenda.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they are trying to push it, but
let them push it. I mean, if it works out fine.
What I think is nobody is bold enough to talk about it publicly, because I knew there was a time Showore, he did in his campaign trail that if he becomes the president, he's going to legalize weed, and they killed him.
I feel like that's just
and left to me. You know what I said when I saw that post?
Yeah.
I said the only reason why I will vote for you
is because of this.
It's because of this thing that you just said. Because right now I can see somebody who is thinking different for the first time. Then after it, I know they are talking to the governor of Ondo State.
Yeah, that's Akeredolu.
Akeredolu also said they're looking into going into plantation of weed and export, and so
fair enough.
And the crazy thing, there are some people in this country that does this business and make a whole lot of money, right? And this could have been a very good income for the government when it comes to taxes.
Yeah.
Because once these things are available, people can buy it, you can remove your VAT and you make money. So why demonize it? The problem you Nollywood people
he said now we Nollywood
in
people.
this industry is plenty.
Oh yeah, we are sorry. We won't do that again.
Yes, now.
We are sorry now, God bless.
Have you seen Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
The movie, right? That's a movie that shows somebody who is a druggie and still come out to be successful.
Yeah.
And there are movies like that. If that should be a Nigerian movie, we are dead. Because that guy, it is like this. They will end the movie when they're taking him to the hospital and the guy is gone.
No, but there are some movies that, they do drugs and they get well at the end of the day. And they become something for themselves. I mean, I've seen movies like that. So
there are countries in the world like Portugal that they actually treat people with heroin.
Okay, Nigeria is not that exposed yet.
Not like we don't.
It's not like we're not even exposed.
It's not exposure.
I just meant that, Chris.
It's not exposure. It is not exposure. It is the stigma that they've put in these people's mind.
Yeah.
Right from time.
Yeah.
To make them feel like all this substance will ruin you. You get, and there are so many benefits to many of these things, especially the natural ones, not the ones they've doctored and add some chemicals to it. But the natural ones, there's so many things.
You gotta smoke Colorado, you not run mad for like 20 minutes. Because they have added and subtracted. Oh God.
There's this
regardless, let's talk about, how they finally legalized this thing, and trust Nigerians to always abuse the fact that, okay, this thing is now public, you could do it anywhere you can. So if a policeman stops you now and there's weed in your car, they tell you to go as long as it is finally legal. Trust Nigerians to still abuse it. Jobless. They will still abuse it.
I disagree.
Okay.
I disagree. You know why I disagree? I think the reason why they are abusing it now, right, is because it's illegal.
So you think that when they finally legalize it, people would over smoke?
Do you know alcohol does more damage?
Well,
than even many of these substances. Alcohol is actually a drug.
But alcohol is legal now.
Yes.
Okay.
That's my point. Alcohol is legal and it does more damage than this.
Weed. Okay.
Yes. You get. So even if you go back into history and go and read why weed was illegal, right, in the United States from the beginning, right, it was political.
Okay.
There's this body, right, that sells alcohol, and they understand that, oh, this weed is taking over their market, right? And one of them has access to one of the biggest newspaper in America, right? Weed is not even marijuana. There's another drug in Mexico that's called marijuana that was actually messing people up, right? So for them to make a case, right, for their alcohol, that was why they changed weed to the name marijuana, right? And these things are available. You can read on it. But right now, people are now understanding that, oh, so it was because of your political interest.
Yeah, that's why you did that.
That was why you did that. So now it's fuck you.
Agenda must agenda.
Yeah, it's fuck you. And for, real doctors to have been able to come out and tell you that this thing could cure this. This thing could cure that. I think in all sense, we as Africans should have second opinion about many of these things and do our own findings and make people understand that, okay, this thing could work for you, other than demonizing everything and showing that. I think the same problem we have with drugs is the same problem. Is actually another problem we have with Nigerian police, Nollywood. The way you people portray the Nigerian police in the media.
Wait, in the media, I'm sure you know that the Yoruba Nollywood is different from the English Nollywood.
Also,
because we have Yoruba movies and we have like Nigerian English movies.
Okay.
You get, so that's why I'm saying like it is different. So there are times that yes, we have bad eggs in the police force.
Yes.
Yeah. So if we are portraying this in a movie, it means that we're actually trying to let people know that, okay, we know that this is what happens in real life. Not every policeman is bad.
Yeah.
But let's just say more than half of people or men in the police force are bad eggs. So regardless, we try as much as possible to showcase that, okay, yes, this person is actually bad and this one can be good. There are days that, the policeman in the movie can be a very, very good one that will not take bribe and stuff. And there are days that we're going to show that, you see, this policeman in this movie is not a very normal person. He's going to take bribe and he's going to do all of that. So
No.
Okay.
My point, right, is the ethics, the police force ethics, right? And the way okay, let me give you a typical example. In a normal Nigerian movie, right? A policeman will want to arrest you. The first thing he'll do is pull out his gun and say you're under arrest and point it straight at you. That's what he'll do, right? When the people watching those movies, they believe it's normal. So when they encounter such thing on the streets and a policeman put a gun to them and tell them you're under arrest, they believe, okay, that's the way it should be. But no, right? Probably he's supposed to talk to you and let you understand, read your rights to you, then say you're under arrest, right? But those things, right, makes especially the young ones growing, what they see is what they believe. Right? Probably sometimes I think the directors should have a second thought about how these things are being portrayed so that they can make little tweaks, So even most of the movies in Nigeria, they don't even use police uniform. They'll just wear a t-shirt and write police at the back. So when SARS stops you on the road with a t-shirt and write police at the back, you think it's normal. And it's abnormal because when you what is it going to take you to get a prop wearing a full police uniform?
But you know that in movies, whatever it is you see in movies is probably based on somebody's true life experience.
Yes.
So it is what we see outside that we actually interpret in movies for you people, for people, for the audience to watch. So you cannot say that it is our fault that
no, I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying it's your fault.
You're not saying it's our fault,
I'm
but
just saying that you can make it better for a whole lot of people.
Hello, James. I want the director. Actor, me. It's what they say I should do. I will do. I don't know. But I mean, well, yeah, I totally understand your point. So yes,
I think they can make it better. There's so many.
We can go and find me. I'm not saying what I'm I'm a blacklist now. Because saving more, please. Like Jadless said,
they actually do that.
You
they
people
blacklist you people not to be in movies.
I not say that though. I just said no. This is me just wanting to tease, but nah, they don't. For me, I don't know yet though. But I'm still very new. I'm still a fresher. I don't know but I've heard stories of junior colleagues disrespecting their senior colleagues, and they sort of like blacklist them from certain movies or certain directors, or you were rude to somebody and they're just like, I know that girl, nah, she's rude, let's look for somebody else that'll do better. So yeah, I feel like I've heard different stories about things like that. I keep saying this, I cannot relate because I don't have strength.
Let me ask you a question, right? How come female actresses or female actors in this your industry are more successful than?
Hey God!
They are more successful.
I just feel that this question.
They are more successful than the male in all ramifications.
The women. I feel I feel like Oshigo. The thing is, the women in Nollywood actually do a whole lot of legit businesses.
Okay.
Do you know? Okay, now I say I'm an actor. I'm a plus size model too. I cater to people.
Yeah.
I manage events. I work in a media house, or I used to work in a media house. So there are different things that I do. So imagine that I'm getting maybe 200K each on the 6 jobs that I just mentioned now, apart from being an actress. It's money. So you're not going to see me tomorrow now. You'll not be like, hello. When I was hustling, legit hustle. Now this time around, I'm not even joking, but like we have a whole lot of legit hustlers. I know a girl in the Yoruba industry that has a supermarket. She has a supermarket, and it started little. Do you understand? She bakes cakes, and she started little, but now she has a house to herself in her own name. She has a car. So people need to understand that apart from being an actor, we also do different things, legit things. Actually, don't get me wrong. Like we work, we own businesses. Sometimes we have actresses that sells clothes now.
Yeah.
People will buy because, I'm a fan of this person, that's why I'm buying. So if the market value is 15,000, as an actor, I could decide to inflate my price and sell it 25,000 there. I'm making more than enough gain. So yes, I'm making more than enough money.
Are you saying the men are not doing?
Apart
from acting.
Okay, Jabez, between you and I'm not saying that, but I'm saying how many actors would come out to tell you that I own 2 businesses out there that people know about? Now you understand my point. How many? No, it's the truth. Like how many actors will come and tell you now that yes, I'm a popular figure. I have a canteen somewhere where people can buy food. I think he will not make his money back, or you think people will not patronize him. I've not seen one actor. I don't know. Maybe they are alive or they are around me, but I've never seen one. Not in a bad way, guys. Not in a bad way, but. The women are the ones that will say, I have a boutique today, or I'm selling cakes tomorrow. I'm selling cream. If it is what makes money for them, why not if not? I mean, there's a whole lot of actresses now that sells body cream, they make organic stuff. They're making money from it. So you cannot say that, why did she just buy a car? Do you know how many cream she's probably selling in a week? You don't know. So like, if you cannot have extra hustle. Please don't come at us with why are actresses, more successful
But
than.
we also know they bankroll some of them, though.
Of course, I don't know. I know.
You just said, of course we do.
What are the we? I don't know.
Sincerely, for me though, I
We
don't think
know
there's
that they
anything-
bankroll
okay.
some. Let's not even try to
and
sugarcoat
there's
anything.
nothing wrong in that though.
Let's not even try to sugarcoat anything. I mean, yes, there are some people that would like you for, being an amazing person on set. Like I said, the person that sends me money, we've never had a conversation. Do you understand? She just sends me money. And I've had friends like that are friends with me, and randomly just tell me, you this girl, I owe you. And they send me money. So it might not be so much because, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's some people that, you're so good with what you do. But 2 million naira, but 10 million naira. Okay. That is it. So there are some people that bankroll them, there are some that have really wealthy boyfriends. Why not if you rocks your boat, please?
I saw there's this something going around, I think it was sometimes last week, about I don't know if you saw it. And, MC Oluomo, and
no comments.
Yeah, she posted a picture covering MC's face, and people came and had her.
But we know now it's not eating again because
Then she did a video.
Yes.
And I love that video. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it. Like when she said,
she said she was like, don't mislead these young girls and make them feel like it's because of this person.
That's why I'm like, I've had these things.
That's a fantastic video.
I mean, Sayavet's interior decoration store, I think.
Is she an actress?
No, she's not.
Oh yeah.
She's just an interior decoration person.
So she's a business person.
Yeah, she is.
So why you coming out?
No, people like that Nigerians or 50% of Nigerians, would just want to talk because they want to talk, and you know that you will not die if you don't give your opinion on this topic. It is not your business. You know that you can actually scroll and pass. And not say anything, but trust a regular Nigerian with 200 naira data and cheap techno phone to say the most shit. Trust me, this person that is coming at you has not even eaten all day. Those are the type of people that would say to you, send me 20,000 or say, bros, I don't drop my account for giveaway.
Yeah.
Something happened on Twitter last week. And I think 2007 when Davido dropped a song, my friend that is a top manager in PZ or so, tweeted that day and said, Davido, this song enter wanting, this jam not die. Do you know that somebody replied him? I mean, I think they looked for the tweets, and somebody replied and said, I hope you are dead by now. I'm like, hold up. I could have decided to scroll past. First thing first, I went to the boys page
and check him out.
Under 21.
And his
number
his
2.
Uche.
Is the type of person is the type of person that says, bros, I don't drop my 2K, I don't drop my account number. I went back to insult him. I'm like, you coffin dodging oxygen thief. Do you think that when you see this man that you are insulting face to face, would you stand a chance? You're probably going to be the person cleaning his shoes in his office. But you feel like social media has made everybody mates, and you can say whatever it is you want to say.
We have one association. It's called PAL.
The day anybody will try
Do you want to join PAL?
Tell me about it.
PAW. Post and walk away. You don't come back to read comments.
No, I don't actually. Jobless between you and I.
Just post and walk away, because most times when these people come at you, right? Some people, if you are not mentally stable, it could get you depressed.
I've had my fair.
You have your fair share. Tell me about
I'm just saying that this one, when I saw the boys' comments, I'm like, even my friend didn't want to say anything. My friend was like, nah, just let it. I'm like, sliding boo. Like, because I would not, you wouldn't insult, if you insult me on social media, that the only problem. I wouldn't even reply you, because if I reply you, first thing first, I have a very slick mouth. I won't stop on you. So as opposed to, wanting to go really, really dirty, I just leave you like, I'm serious. Yeah. It's not because I cannot reply you. I will reply you. I will sit down like this. I tell people that it is easy for you to criticize people on social media. I can be a social media troll too.
Yeah.
But
you can actually criticize people,
but do it constructively.
Exactly.
It's not. I said 60% of Generation Z don't want dancing.
Generation Z.
The way they will insult you. You say you not be like, but take me now. We're gonna post picture. Wow. So like these things. Like when she posted a video, when I saw it, I'm like, okay, makes sense. And there are some people that if you say something like that about them on social media, won't any reply.
Yeah.
Because why do I need to prove anything to you? Which one of you is feeding, effing, or financing me? I don't know if I'm supposed to use that word.
Yeah, no, you can't.
So, I mean, like, which one of you is feeding, fucking, or financing me? Yeah, nobody. So, whatever I do with my life cannot be a business. So, the fact that she said that, I liked everything that, she said in her video. Like, don't think that because I'm with this person automatically means that this man is bankrolling me.
Yeah.
She's not an actor. Matter of fact, she doesn't have anything to do with the movie industry. That's yes.
Oh wow.
When I came across a page in mind, I'm like, around this Lekki Access, I've seen like 2 of her shops. Do you understand? So I'm like, okay, yes, I know this person. She's a proper interior decorator.
Oh yeah.
So give it to her. We don't know what she's doing behind the scenes, but as far as
nobody's business.
Do you understand? As far as I am concerned, I mean, she's doing well for herself.
Yeah.
So you want to say something about her because she's involved with this person? I mean, who raised you people?
Yeah, and like you said, it is crazy when you go to some of their profile and you see that. Like I used to
you just do 12, like what is in real life? You cannot sit down there and sitting down now.
I used to
you just see these things and I'm like,
yeah, like I used to tell Prince, I said, Prince, winners don't eat. If you have people that have things going on in their life, they don't have the time to go and troll at somebody's comments.
Gas my friends up on social media. Hey, go. Cinderella, who? Rihanna, what? Why so? Because that is me. It's not like I cannot insult people. Of course, I can insult though. No, did anybody will try me now? Just PAW. Most time, like get the cushy. Like don't bring that shit to. But half the time that I see comments, I don't even fight for myself. If you say shit on my Instagram, I don't block people. I don't know how to block you. Continue to be a supermarket nuisance that you have decided to be. Continue. But there are people that would even insult you on my behalf. There are people that are ready to kill for me. All they need is, give us this person's picture. Hey, look, please,
and just go there.
Do you understand? There are people that would tell you that, what the fuck, why would you even say that? The same way I am with my friends. Like, imagine you post something on social media now, and somebody decides to be unfortunate. I see it. You will beg, because at this point, you be the one that will now beg me. Can't do it at that time that you're saying
that is when you,
oh god,
especially if you drink Coke.
And that's what I tell you, like hello, just leave me, let me do this thing. When I'm tired, I'll stop replying. So like I just see some comments, I'm like, yeah, them are jail. So like you see people with questionable creatures, people that not in a bad way, not because I'm trying to like mock anybody, but you see people that you know be there like, wow. So it's been like I've reduced to nothing like this.
I think the social media thing is a blessing and is a curse too. It has both sides.
Do you know how people how people are depressed because of the things that they read on social media?
Yes.
If you cannot have a thick skin,
me,
I'm saying to myself like
mental health.
I pray that there is no major scandal that would rock my brand, because I would probably lose it.
Oh yeah?
Yes. I will probably lose it, because how do I bounce back? Okay, it's just not like saying that, okay, I have an ex that, we used to share nudes, and all of a sudden decides to be unfortunate, but I've never dated an unfortunate being before, but I'm just saying. And all of a sudden, this man decides to be unfortunate. I see breast. let's forget that he can't rock any boats. Well, after 2 days, social media will stop talking about it.
Exactly.
But you see that damage that has been caused in that 48 hours. Before you're going to recover from that shock, you are going to need Jesus, Ailala, and Inshallah. Plus vibes. Because hey. Some people don't recover from major scandals. Kosi, for example, when that old dog thingy happened, she hasn't fully recovered. Do you understand? There are people that they go through certain things and they just become a shadow of themselves. Like they just shut everybody out. Me, it's not even major scandal. Friendship. When it happened to me, God bless.
What happened? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me what happened. What happened?
Friendship.
She collected your boyfriend.
If not that was good. No, I mean the first person I dated, got my ex-best friend pregnant, and she has a son for him. So I've never been lucky in relationship with this. So like for me,
hope the guys out there say she's single. Though.
I'm single. Like, have you met me?
Okay. Don't let's forget that story. What happened? The friendship story.
Oh, the friendship story was okay. I moved from Abuja 2018. I went back to Ibadan. You know, I'm a very selfless person. And I'm selfless to everybody around me, not necessarily family. I mean, for anybody that knows me, they know that Karen doesn't mind sleeping on the floor as long as everybody's okay. You know, I came back with different stories coming from my own best friend. Like, guy, I mean, if the world doesn't even know me, you of all people should know now. But you're actually fueling this gist by saying, you didn't even ask me, wait, this thing that I'm hearing about, is it true? You did not ask me. You also followed the trend of, oh yeah, I'm sure she did it.
On social media? Was it out there?
No, it wasn't out there. It was just
okay.
It was just around, and there was a whole lot of stuff. You know, I had friends calling me, "I'm so mad at you." I'm like, mad at me, Bikini Moshi. So that broke me at some point. That I left Instagram, I left WhatsApp, I left Twitter. I just wanted to be alone. I think at some point I locked myself in my room for 3 days because I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want to talk because I'm like, why am I so unlucky with friends? And trust me, my male friends are the most amazing sets of people. Billy, I don't think that's she's gonna work. Legit, my male friends are the amazing sets of people that I have in my life, regardless. But see, the girls I know of, maybe I call people my friends easily.
It's a girl thing, right?
It's not a girl thing because you see, my male friends will tell you that Karen, on my wedding day, was shooting one once here on the problem because half the guys that I hang out with just look at me like, whoa, you can't be bothered with what Karen says. Do you understand? So, like, even if you're liking me, you just be like, this one, I've already brought our own Karen. Karen is a guy. It's like, Karen is our guy. And that's the truth. But you see, girls, I'm like, I don't even have anything. Why are you jealous of me? I don't have anything. Do you get? I'm just somebody that is hustling and working to like make a name for herself. You don't have any reason to hate on me. Do you understand? When I buy something, I buy for both of us. Do you understand? When you were going to start your business, it was my brains, it was my ideas. Do you understand? You registered the company in your name, which is fine. I do not have a business with that. I don't feel bad about it.
Okay.
I mean, imagine 7 years of friendship, jobless. You know, somebody says, oh, okay. So I said to them, like, you guys should come and pay me a visit. I'm bored. And she came with her boyfriend. Apparently, her boyfriend is actually my very, very close friend now. So I'm like, I'll come with this person. And let me not mention his name. Come with this person now. And she said, okay. So they came, were drinking and chilling. I think she went to the restroom. Then her phone was with me. Then the message just came in. I sure say she won't sleep with your boyfriend. No. Then our own reply was, I know, right? It's like that girl. I'm like, so when I open the message, I'm like, hey, Bami, first thing first, I'm not even attracted to light men. This guy is like an escape albino. It's not my spec. I don't like light men for whatever reason. So how can you say because I don't both of you to come and greet me? It's not to sleep with him. I beg Babini. Wow. So after that, I said it to her face. I said it to her face. I said it in front of the guy. The guy was there when I said it. Like, hello. I don't understand that you call me your best friend and you're doing certain things. Like, it doesn't sit well with me. If you cannot have my back when I'm not there. I mean, I've been a girl that once had asthma attack because of you now. Because she was rude to you more than no. Because of fighting for you. Do you understand? But I'm like, okay, no problem. So after that, we squashed everything. We became friends back. Then we started doing business together. It was a drink supply business. It was my brain. How the money came out was all me. But I didn't personalize it. But I figured out that people can really, really, really be shitty because it doesn't matter how long you've known somebody. If they're going to chop your eye like this, they will color and shock it. So, she did that. Then last year I said to myself, I'm not faking this friendship again. And the crazy thing about friendship heartbreak is tougher than relationship heartbreak. Relationship heartbreak, me now, for 24 hours, what to move on. I've forgotten about you. Like, it's me.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sure I walk around and cry that, Jamile. But the guy, the coachy.
Probably you didn't love the person.
No, I've had my fair share of terrible heartbreaks. So it's not now. Nothing now like this can break my heart, too. That's what I'm saying. It's a friendship. It broke me because this is somebody that I would have killed. I would kill for, not I would have said. I would kill for. This is somebody that when we're both broke, I'm going to collect stuff on credit so that, you'll
be fine.
We can be fine. This is somebody that has never bought me anything in this life since we became friends. But we got together. She's like, oh, I really like this. Okay, take it. I'll buy for you. I buy perfumes. I buy 2. So I give her. Do you understand? So that's how selfless I am. Like, oh, let's do this together now. When I heard the stories and the things that she said about me, this girl called me a crackhead. I'm like, wow.
You see what I was telling you.
Okay. This girl said to somebody that never met me before.
Even when you've never tried it before.
This girl said to somebody that had never met me before, like, Karen is this, Karen is that, Karen is this. So that one, was going to judge me, but because she's older, she's 40, and because she has probably seen life, she just decided to, calm down. You see, when I stayed in the house with this girl for less than a week, that's the 40-year-old lady, and she's South African. She's like, come, I need to ask you questions. I'm like, what's that? She's like, why you the opposite of this thing that I heard about you? I'm like, sorry, I'm lost. What are you saying? She's like, okay, these are the things that I've heard about you. And you're in this house with me and it's the direct opposite. How? I'm like, okay. I still did not get angry at that point, Jabless. You see, the part where I got angry was food in the house. I was broke. I was having ulcer pains and it was that time of the month. So it was like overabundance of pain. So we got to our house and our housemates made white soup. I've never tried that before, I remember. And she went out. So it was me, the South African girl, and the other housemate. I was like, oh, the remaining soup in the pot is for AB. I'm like, okay, no wala. Around 3 a.m., Ebi de fe yo ju mi Jabless. I said, okay, let me enter kitchen before I die. Ebi de come one ule. And I enter inside kitchen. I saw soup. I said, okay, let me warm it. I warmed the soup. I went back inside. I ate it because I just needed to have something in my stomach. I was going through like serious pain. The next morning, the girl came back. I told her like, oh, maybe soup. Maybe didn't come back yesterday night though. Oh God, I mentioned her name. Fuck. She didn't come back yesterday night though. Me, I'm eating the soup. That's how the girl now called AB like, this is what Karen said. Look, Karen ate your soup. That's how my best friend calls me to tell me, what right do you have to eat my soup? I'm like, soup. So that can even eat a 15 naira finish. It wasn't so much. She get like Jabless. Then she said to me in exact words, I would never forget that words until I would die in this life. She said, I would rather the soup get spoiled than have you eat it. Jabless, I cried. Hey, as I'm thinking about it, it's like, what am I going to come out? Like, imagine somebody that You've done basically everything for. I remember when this girl was pregnant, jobless. I was sleeping on the floor in her house. I left my life on hold. I left it bound to come to the Lagos to come and cater to somebody that was pregnant. And this same person comes back to tell you that I would prefer the soup get spoiled than have you eat it.
How come all this kind of stories is more
God.
on ladies' sides? You guys,
I said, nobody in this life will tell you that I'm that person. I swear to you, nobody. You cannot. How are you going to look at me and tell me that I did what? Even when I'm upset with certain people, because I know if I talk, I will ruin whatever it is we share. And if I have to get to that stage of saying, you know what, fuck it, there's nothing you want to do in this life. For the first time last year, I did not wish her a happy birthday. Over 7 years of friendship, I didn't post shit. I was posting things on WhatsApp. That's how petty. Like, I'm Gemini, so my evil twin legit came out to play because I was tired. It takes a while for you to see my evil twin, but when you see that evil twin, that's the end of Solomon Grundy. Because I did God that is me, but my dad cannot beg me, Kingbo. So when I get to that stage, I'm a very vindictive person. So I always tell people that forget that I'm a very nice person. Don't take the piss, because once you take the piss like this, it's about what do I. I'm not gonna look back and check where are you with okay? Yeah. That's not gonna work. But on her birthday, I didn't say that anymore. Okay, I sent her a text randomly like, oh, happy birthday to you. God bless you. No Instagram post, which is something that I would have done. Yeah. No gifts, no nothing. I was just there. I was posting different things on her birthday. A few days after, her mom calls to ask what happened. I said nothing. No. Nothing. You know, when she was going to tell her mom, she said to her mom that she doesn't know the plans I have for her. I said, I no get plan for you. Then I called my mom. My mother said I should have replied her mother that your daughter is acting like a Yoruba girl. I'm like, Yoruba girl? Am I not Yoruba? My mother was like, no. My mother said to me, like, she feels like the only luck that I have is that I'm mixed breed. I'm Yoruba Shekiri. Because this is a typical dirty Yoruba girl behavior that this girl is actually doing. Abi would do something and make you look like you are the bad person. Because you won't tell me. Abi is the first to come and attack me like, I even saw Jabless, so this is what Jabless said about you. I start to hate you like, why would Jabless do this? But you'll see everything that this girl has been doing to me for the past 3 years came out that particular day. She asked me, why did you eat that soup? So that was the time I knew in my head, like, you know what? I'm done. After I left the house, bedroom slippers. Oh, my girls are mad in this life. Oh, Jabless, I want bedroom slippers away from this girl's house. You need to see the tantrums that this girl was throwing over the phone. Like, bedroom slippers. The amount of clothes that I have in your house, I cannot count. I buy things for myself. You tell me you like it, I give it to you. Regardless of how much I love this thing or how pricey it is. And you come back to me to tell me, why did you wear my bedroom slippers? That meant. So now, everybody's saying, you're taking this too far, be the matured one. Like, I say, hello, I'm not going to be no matured motherfucker this year. If I cut you off, it's not with scissors. Yeah. I cut you off like totally. Yeah. So that broke me. So now that when I say that relationships cannot get me into that mental health space, friendship actually got me to that stage of not wanting to have anything to do with anybody. I'm sorry, the story was a bit long, but
it's fine.
I said to myself, like, nah, never again. So a man cannot make me feel that way. Because of why? I dated somebody for 6 years, got my best friend pregnant.
You dated a guy for 6 years?
Yes.
And he got your best
friend pregnant. And yes, it was still the same person that popped me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. You need to drink to that because you need to drink to that. It was the same person. It was after she gave birth, and we're trying to see if it could work out. I knew it wasn't going to work out, but
between them?
No, between me and him.
Okay.
It was after the girl gave birth that it popped me now. So, oh God, September 5.
I don't get. I don't get that's some weird shit.
I remember the date and the time. That's the crazy thing. Yeah. So like after we were trying to see if it was going to work out.
But the moment you knew he was dating your best friend, why don't you just cut them off? Both of them.
Cut what off? He knew that. He said to me like, no, you can't be friends with this girl. This girl is a very, very bad influence. I should was saying ever begging. This girl is a very bad influence. This girl is not a good girl. No, you can't be seen around this girl. I didn't know that. That's your point. Oh God, oh God, it's funny. I'm not playing no. And in my brain, I'm like, wow, just wow.
And your friend didn't tell you?
No, she didn't even know. So she came at me with, she's just finding out that I'm in a relationship with him, and right now she's in love with him, and she can't leave him for me. Imagine, I'm like, you have God, so what a wow. So the guy was actually playing both of us. I knew, and when he was going to talk about this pregnancy thing, my cousins were in the room. I was in the room, and he was like, "I'm alone for me care." That's the way he told me. He didn't text. Men are scum. No, not all men, chat. He didn't tell me. Janice, you see, you are like.
Now don't start profiling us.
No, that's one thing I don't do. Not all men. Okay, I've not had everything to do with all men now. So he just said, "I'm alone for me." I very read come back. Only 4 months. In mind, I'm like, get it's okay. You know, she got pregnant. She knew about both of us, and she was like, "You're going to have to leave him for me." I'm like, "I think your dad is mad. I should leave him for you." Please, why did you enter the picture again? Come, I did to 6 months. But me that I've been coming for 5 years. I should just like that. So I think she left the streets. Then it was me and him. You know, he tried to. The day she gave birth, I don't want to know when you saw me. The day she gave birth, I went there. I said to her, "I'm still your latest for coming, don't mention. Congratulations." And I didn't cry. My mother was like, I'm like, I'm not crying because what was I supposed to feel? I was just there. I was just are you serious? After that, when it was going to pop me, I just felt that sharp pain. Boom. What is this? I actually bled for 3 days. I can never, ever forget. Second time, third time, fourth time that I had sex.
3 days?
Yeah, I bled for 3 days.
You must have a big dick.
Extremely. I have big dick energy. Don't choke on it. Don't choke on it, man. Big dick energy.
Now I understand why your friend refused to leave.
No, at that point in time, I didn't know.
Later, you now say men has come.
No, you said
somebody that has a big dick. Somebody that has a big dick, and your friend tested it before you.
Before me, okay, now
it's not enough to tell you to leave him.
No, his own reason was I was always giving him blue balls. Hey, you just be kissing, you'll be kissing. Nothing. We'll say, let's go inside room. You'll say, no, you're going to your house. For how long? I'm like, is that why we started dating me?
But wait. Let me speak on behalf of the men.
Speak.
Let me speak on behalf of the men.
Oh, yeah, speak.
If you're in a relationship with a chick, all right, and okay, serious, and you've seen each other for good 5 years,
what up?
And he did not let you. She did not let you pop it, right?
It is only fair.
It is only fair for you to get it somewhere else. Only if you want to lie to ourselves.
But I mean, yes, getting it somewhere else is fine, but not someone close to me.
Yes.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Guy, if you have to cheat, shesita. So like after you popped me, after that day, I remember that jeans skirt. I think my mother bought the jeans skirt last. It was that jeans skirt. I think the first person I told was my sister. I'm like, "Hello, I've tasted the forbidden fruit." My sister was like, what happened? I showed her my skirt. Like I was so uncomfortable. Then I had pregnancy scare. This my period. I will never ever forget that thing. And second time was so painful. I'm like,
oh, you did it second time after the.
No, it wasn't. No, it was just that one. So it just paved way for the rest of the people that I was going to sleep with. Not. I mean, I felt like I owed him something because
Yes.
He didn't even think then that I was a virgin because I've always been so comfortable having guys around. So it's when you see me walk, I'm standing in between two boys. You know, I'm sitting on their legs. I just feel so comfortable with guys. So in his brains, it was like, Uncle Zik, you need not be not telling. Let's help them and check it. So he was shocked. I'm like, why are you shocked? It's like, who would have sworn? I'm like, I will not shit. After you've done what you want to do, who would have sworn? If you don't fuck out of here. So the second time was so painful.
A bigger dick.
I don't know. I cannot remember, but we try everything. He said no, she not go inside. At that point, the guy was just like, well, you know what? Catch this. I'm not doing it again. I'm like, then I didn't even know how we used to feel. Just like, hey, you're not doing it again. How does that one concern me? Oh, then you could get the cushy. That time, that one even managed to enter, but god damn it, the pain. I was feeling it in my brain. I'm like, you know what? Oh, you can't see my legs. I was like, can we stop? You said this thing will be fun. She's not fun. Kata, please remove it. When he removed it, there was blood. I'm like, I think that this particular forbidden fruit is not for me. But now you're bad. But now, as I'm going to look first before you come.
You know, there's a video I saw a couple of days ago of Iyabojo. She's having a live interview with somebody, and she was talking about her experience, and she actually broke down. Did you see that video?
I saw it. I saw some men will frustrate you this life.
Yeah, and she was talking about men, how she was loyal, and they still.
If you like, be loyal from not next year, my
dear. One of her exes was a narcissist guy. This one.
They're always talking about. I mean, I've never ever been with somebody that would body shame me. Because you knew that I've always been plus sized. And the crazy thing is, I'm not even a fan of food like that. I eat once a day. So like right now, the only thing is, okay, as long as I have maybe sweets in my bag, just something to that days I feel really, really peckish. But you're not gonna meet me, I'm not born your child. Like, I mean, we collabo. As in, that's when your condensed sperm inside my own ovulated eggs, it join together. I get pregnant. I give that to your child, and you were saying to me that no man will like you like this because you have stretch marks. I think saying I meant. I think first thing first is one of two things. Is trying to deflate her ego. Apparently, that's what he was trying to do because he wanted her to feel less of herself. But you see, not in this generation. Like my generation X, let me be white. No X. Not in my generation X. You can't try shit with me. You tell me I don't look good. Go there and see you, please. You can please move forward. It's not now. Like people don't really pay too much attention. Like I always say to people, like marriage for me is not a must. When I said to my father was like, Farida, Farida, sir. When you're not on in church, when she might turn, I'm like, Aji Kileri. My father is a Muslim, by the way. I was like, yeah, we call my father by his nickname. Aji Kileri. Marike. But we need to understand that marriage is not for everybody.
Yes.
Why do you think people get married and 3 months down the line they are separated? What's the point of getting married and not staying married, jobless? I cannot.
For me.
I cannot though. If I'm getting married with my experience, I'm going to stay married. I will stay married because I may not case myself. So for me to decide that okay, this marriage thing, I want to do it. If I'm doing it, jobless, it has to work. It must definitely work because I do not see myself going back to my father's house after 3 months of me getting married. It's not about the tension them wedding. It's about staying married. It's not about showing the world that, Bella Niger featured me. When we did the destination wedding. Yeah. The question is,
it's a lifetime.
Do you understand? And now you see this generation because they don't get lifetime to move mad, get lost.
Sincerely, I think it is overrated. Let me put it that way.
That's why I'm saying that.
The reason why I said it's overrated is there's so many parents that put pressures on their kids because of this, and this thing is not meant for everybody.
Well,
probably the whole thing, the way they grew up,
the
world revolves around
you have to be married.
But it's a new world entirely. Sometimes you can actually live together, co-parent your kids without.
I just need spend donor. It's about to be meji fun. I'm not about to, share it.
Prince looks good and he has lots of sperm.
How can you know that he has lots of sperm? Jobless, what is this? How can you know? Are you a spam bank? Are you a spam bank?
This is a serious problem.
Are you a spam bank? Jobless, what are we doing like that?
Even me, I don't know that I have that much sperm.
So you're like, oh God, Jab.
So
somebody should call Jobless to other place. I'm not doing this.
Sincerely, I think we need to start looking at things a little bit different, especially our parents. When it comes to this marriage thing, you don't pressurize people.
Big shout out to my parents, because I'll be when was stress me. I feel like I've only introduced 2 people to them that this is who I'm dating. And you see that too with my big age, you see that too, girl. They just ask me again, I'm fucking my sister would be like, oh, you need special prayer, because my sister, there was a time my sister was talking to my dad and she didn't know I was recording it. She said, Aji, my younger sister, that one is a lover girl. Miriam is the type to, do long-term relationships and shit, and she's about to get married too. And but she was not like, and so I was like, be a specimen. I'm like, wow. But I was like, Kilori. She goes, you want to break up with this one? And then stuff like, from the very first time that we started dating, I've broken up with you, so you can't shock me. And it's the truth. You cannot shock me. I'm not doing before you don't want to do. I've had it at the back of my head since we started dating. We only fuck up at any fucking time. So before you are going to fuck me up, I'll now be crying. He left me. God forbid. But she not see it. That's what Apostle said. But my parents would never ever put pressure on me.
Yeah. I wish all parents could actually see things a little bit different from the way they pressurize us young guys and girls that
get married, woman at your age. I trust Aji. As long as you are living right, you're doing what you're supposed to do.
For me, I think at least what I tell people is, I'll tell you, are you happy?
If you're not,
do you think this is going to make you happier? If it's not going to add value to you, why stress?
I once met somebody that said to me, like, I don't think I want you to be an actor. I think you should just be behind the scenes. I'll pay you so amount at the end of every month. I'm like, sorry, what? I'm like, that's why I said relationship was stressful.
Because he wants to have a relationship with you.
Isn't that by force?
Yeah.
I mean, it can never be. No, yeah.
I know someone that actually changed his wife's career completely because he married her. And I know this lady, this is what she's passionate about. This is her, right? But the moment the guy got into the picture, he changed it.
But you love when he done it.
And
I mean, wait. What I'm trying to understand is that, okay, so now a guy comes to me and says to me, Karen, I want to be in a relationship with you. No, not even in a relationship. Like, I want to get married to you.
To you? But I want you to stop being an
No, but okay, actor you now come. Like, after I've married you, finish, you now come and say that, play. You know what?
But Karen, Karen, there's an exception.
Except,
See,
wait. I don't want to love in this life. If my father, I cannot love any man as much as I love my father in this world. You see, the fact that my father did not complain. Who are you again?
Okay, let me play the devil's advocate. Right, for men.
Play it now. Right? Play it. If I'm not breaking it, play it. Play the devil's advocate.
Marrying an actor is a little bit different from every other.
How is it different?
Yes.
You think that we sleep with different people?
No. It's not even about that. No, it's not about that.
Its own reason was everyone says she not gone. Different men want to talk to you. Location he wanted to pass the mic. You have to put. I'm like
You have to put the mic into your.
I've acted bedroom scenes that acting is make believe. I done a bedroom scene like from the back. You think I'm naked. But irony, we only pulled whatever it is I was wearing down, and I was wearing something inside, so you can't see it. But in your head, you're like, "Oh, I'm riding and grinding on the dick." But hell no! So you know to tell me that it's passing mic.
And again, sometimes most people don't even know that there is a whole crew.
You can't even have an erection. No, I'm not playing. It's what I've done. Everyone sitting with you on the con. But when you have the sound guy here, you have the director, you have the assistant director, you have the makeup artist on. But like in this small room now, you know that if we were acting now, we'll have like 20 people in this room.
But regardless of the acting, let me go back to my devil's advocate. Regardless of the acting, there are some men that cannot even stand it that there is another guy touching their woman because of our profession.
My profession will tell you, touch me inappropriately. If you cannot take it, please be going. Don't kill me. Touch me inappropriately. That is me touch. We're acting, no hard feelings. It doesn't mean that we will not finish the scene. Like this is like everything that happens in this room stays in this room, to be honest with you, jobless. Only if the two people acting had something to do before, or they're trying to pursue a relationship or a relationship.
So if it is like that, how come many female actors are single?
They don't want to be in a relationship.
Why?
Because they don't want it.
No, not because they don't want it. I think it's because of this problem.
This problem. Forget me being funny right now. This is the problem with men. Is like I said, I just shared my personal story. How this person said he doesn't want me to be an actor. I'm like, boy, bye. It's the same way that
you think so.
This same person
men are more insecure.
Yes. So have you met yourselves? Have you guys met yourselves? You see the jealousy when a man is jealous. Oh God! You see, women. Our one is always so obvious, Abi.
Yes.
I mean, when a man is driving, you know, kind was kissing a man. Like, let today just end. If you kill yourself, hello, I will visit your grave with another man. Hello, stupid. Maybe I'm the only guy. But it's gonna be the same, because if this guy moves to me and says to me like, "Stop whatever it is you're doing, stop acting," I would establish. I say no. When me he moves to another lady that is also an actor, and she says the same thing. I mean, why would I want to? I've had dreams of, winning awards and doing like really, really cool stuff. And all of a sudden you want to come here because, I mean, your dick is not even gold plated now. I mean, now say that.
Do we have gold plated?
I'm just saying, like, your dick is not that special, so why you gotta move mad?
Do we have special dicks?
Some people used to. Why are we trying to?
I'm just trying to know. I'm just trying to know if there are some men with gold-plated dicks, and so I can know where they get it from.
There are some that they have gold-plated dicks and they can make you shake like a broken washing machine, and there are some that is just. So I mean, the choice is yours. So I mean, if you're the one with the gold-plated, I cannot even consider it because penis is not scarce. So I cannot even consider that.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, sorry. I'm not saying anything again. I'm not saying anything again.
No, it's fine.
I know.
It's fine.
Thanks for coming. Don't mention. That's why
that is why we actually decide to create a platform like this? Right? Because most times when they put you guys on conventional TV, you cannot express yourself.
Can't be me. Have you met me?
This is how it works. If you're on conventional TV, right?
You want to censor certain
they
things,
even cut everything out.
Of course, like
they'll cut everything out. But I think this is how you can actually understand the real substance behind people's intelligence. This is why this podcast is called Original Intelligence.
Oh shit!
I think Karen is our first female guest, right?
Oh!
Yeah, that's bad.
I'm the first one. I'm such a new person. But legit, like, why do we think? Do you know that a whole lot of ladies female, actors are not single. They just do not want to,
put their
relationship out there. Out of, what people don't know, they can't destroy. So to somebody now, I'm in a relationship because of the things that I post. So somebody, Karen is single to support. Somebody, Karen is this, Karen is that. But you don't even know if I slept with somebody last night.
Yes.
You don't know if I'm genuinely in a relationship with somebody. So it all boils down to, I beg, make we just there with it. Okay, look at Banky and Adesua now. Nobody saw that they were dating. Or maybe close friends knew it, but do you understand? Yeah. We didn't know it until
it became public.
Do you understand? And it all makes sense. Tomorrow I can tell you, Elijah Bless, or I send that should be seen at the invite. And you're like, but Karen was in the studio last week. You saw someone is a home with the boyfriend. All of a sudden, I have a. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's just
doesn't have to. Yeah. And you know the funny thing. Sometimes when you put it out there, right? Some people deliberately come for that man. Some people would definitely deliberately say, "I want to see how strong." You are in love with this woman, and I'm going for that woman. There are some guys like that, and the funny thing, do you know that people on some of those platforms, all the social media platforms, that from beginning to the end of their post is fake life. So these people will come and throw things at you, and if you just fall into it like this,
I would love. So that's what I'm saying. So like I always say, what people don't know, they cannot destroy. So I can come tomorrow and tell you that, and there's a whole lot of pressure on women generally, and not even just social celebrities. There's a whole lot of pressure.
Tell me about it.
The pressure is, I just saw something online, and how this girl just said, like December now, the old matching pages was trending. A lot of girls was like, by February I must get boyfriend though. Do you know that's pressure? Do you understand? So you see certain things online and you're like, it's view, my view. Now, okay, now me and you are sitting together and I take a picture, you take a picture. I'm like, it's view, my view. I post it. You're a popular person. Yeah. Before we know what's going to happen, jobless and side chick outside in the public.
Yeah. Do you know the one that pisses me off lately is when you see girls do see couples maybe wearing the same clothes on Instagram, and they'll be writing God when. God. That's what I'm saying. So
that matching thing.
Why you putting yourself?
I've had people that are already doing I just met this guy. I hope it's my Valentine. They say, I'm like, why are you under so much pressure to show social media people these things? You know that Toba bad for it. Do you think they care?
Nobody.
Nobody gives to flying for if you're dead or alive. See, put yourself under pressure small. Me not like this. What do I owe anybody? What I have, I wear.
Yes.
I might not change my closet in the next 3 years. But you see the numbers of clothes that I have, you cannot even know if I've bought new clothes or I've not bought new clothes. You won't know. But if I want to put myself under pressure, I'm an upcoming actor now. I want to do I don't have a car. G gets and people, I know how to drive very well. I want to be firever, which is fine. And people will say, as an upcoming actor, people are starting to know who Sidi Alamala is. Do you know that if I want to look at that old pressure thingy, I will be first to do things that I'm not supposed to do?
Yeah, and they'll say your fans donated car for you.
Which fans? Do you understand? Nobody knows me. I have less than 10,000 followers on Instagram. Do you understand? So So I'm not going to say that because people are saying, "Oh, Sidi,
We're
this."
getting your numbers up after this podcast.
Oh, please.
We're popping it up.
So like, I'm not going to say that. Oh, just because I'm becoming a known face now, I will not fly bike. Hello, I will fly bike. If it pay you, buy me car. I'm not playing jobless. I will fly bike.
Yeah.
I will go to the market.
But
in recent times,
know that
December, because I have to deliver food to clients, and I was on bike. Matter of fact, if you see me, I was looking like a house girl. My own mates were doing slim mama. They were taking pictures. I was pricing live chicken. So like that pressure. I grew up in a very, very correct family. Let me put it that way. Maybe things went down the drain at some point.
Maybe that's why I like to talk to you, because you can tell where you're coming from. Yeah, real as fuck.
Yeah, like I grew up in a very good family. My father really spoiled us, like kind of level. And because my father himself was spoiled. But when his father died, he had to pick up that pieces and work on himself. Even though he didn't overwork on himself, but he still did. And he had us. And we are 3 girls. Do you understand? So my father spoiled us. From me, that is the first child, to the last child. This last child, the worst. And at my big age, I'm in the house. My father goes out early in the morning to go and drive to go and buy hot puff and cold drink for us because I'm in the house with my friend. My father sees me at the club, comes to say hi to everybody on my table, and he just goes, next morning, have fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Yes, we did. So I tell people that you cannot put pressure on me. I've tasted the good side of life, and I've tasted the bad.
Yeah.
So if at my age and my marital status, which is single, if at my age I do not know what I'm doing, I'm not trying to please anybody. I'm not trying to impress anybody. What do I owe you? Nothing.
Yeah.
So you feel like, okay, kind of the motto.
But there's
God
a level
can use you.
But with your business and with the level you've achieved so far in your career, I think there is a level of packaging that comes with it. Right?
Hello, I'm not a
This is not pressure now.
I'm not a
this is not
level
pressure
of
now.
packaging.
Do you have a manager?
I don't have a manager. Please come and manage.
Okay.
Yeah, just come and manage.
Because I think that should be your manager's duty to make sure that the brand is well placed.
I do not
so
have
that
a manager
the kind of
yet.
offers that will come to your table will be worth the standard they are creating. There's so many. That is not fake it till you make it, but there is a brand aspect to the business which is supposed to be taken care of.
I'm still upcoming. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I'm not going to put on myself.
How come I don't see you as an upcoming actor?
I'm not going to put myself under unnecessary pressure to be seen. Or like, oh yeah, I have to be in the happening places. I have to roll with the big boys. I have friends that are big boys already. I'm not stressing them. They're not stressing me. When we see, we see. But I mean, don't make life all about, because this person. There's a whole lot of competition out there, and don't say because this person just got a Benz, I'm finna buy my own Benz too. I'm not trying to throw shades at anybody.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
but I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, generally, women are our own enemies. Like, because I'm saying, Toby just got a new car. Toby law now. All those stupid things I'm not supposed to do because I'm putting myself under unnecessary pressure.
It's not even a woman thing. I think even guys go through.
I'm not a man.
Even guys go through the same thing. They just want to.
Why?
Because this guy is doing so well. I want to. That is why so many of them get engaged in some things that are not.
Yes, this person went to Dubai. I have to go. Kilo son lower me. Like, I've just always been that person. Like, I cannot be on that. No, there are times that I think about it. Like, with the amount of work I'm doing, I mean, there should be something to show for it. I'm like, yes, there is something to show for it. It is not just much. Is that saying I'm going to give up? Is that saying I'm going to do stupid things that I'm not supposed to do? Hell no. It's just God. A matter of God, you need to answer my prayers. I just really, how much work I put into like everything that I'm doing. And I said to people, like, I'm a totally different person when I'm working. Forget the the dry joker Karen and the very vocal Karen. Like you can see me tomorrow and I'm just there like, good morning. And that's me. Like we move. So like I can't jobless. I'm on top of the pressure I come put down on me because I've seen girls that are not even my age. They don't even have my physique. You know, I can come inside here now and command respect. I tell somebody, I'm like, you cannot compare me with you. She goes, no, she met me for the first time. We're talking and she says, I'm the queen in Ibadan now. I'm like, I'm like, so what should I say? She's like, I came from Lagos to come and make things happen. I'm like, shut your gutters, don't you ever. I'm like, just because you have a car, sis, doesn't mean you want to chat shit. I'm like, ask these boys. You see these boys, they are calling my oga. I'm like, if you said finish, they won't come and meet you. They will come and beg me. So I will not say that, oh, because this girl now just came into Ibadan now, she wants to form boss lady. I don't owe you, you don't owe me. Do your thing, I'll do my thing. There's still one girl that I still want to beat in Ibadan. That's about way Ibadan.
This is rascal.
Ashi Jayanem. I remember she was saying that Godfather. I did that. Let me even give you people this, since we can talk as much as we want to talk.
Of course.
When I say, okay, let's do events. Okay, it was her birthday. And then I was doing the whole drink supply for parties. And she reached out. After so much stress, you know, we got there. Madam was yelling. Can you know Dubai though? I've been go stout. And you know, she was talking in mind. I'm like, well, customers are always right. Let me just keep it really. But I was boiling jobless. I was with my phone baju. I didn't talk. You know that after the party we made about 200 and something. This girl said, okay, me and my partner should take 30k. I should give her 200k. I'm like, wow. I'm like, you did not even think of the fact that we're going to have to return drinks from my own suppliers. I should give you 200k, giving back 30k. That's what though. Our drinks were ridiculously expensive. Boys could not buy. They're like, what you want you now? Why would you sell a bottle of anything for 35k? It's a house party. Apparently, she was using that avenue to make money.
Okay.
Which is fine. Jobless. The next day, this girl was threatening me. That means this Ibadan, she will fuck me up. I know that. It is far away, because it's not that I'm going notes. Like, I don't want to cause trouble again. I want to run mad. Okay. I don't know if you know. So I called Carrot on the phone, Super Carrot. I'm like, Carrot. Jerry, you got to move Emma Bemi. Because first, problem money and Bemi. You know that I have stopped being a rascal. Abi, if you beg me, Carrot, this fight cannot finish. So you know, Carrot called that straight too. So when she let to fair back for you, don't bad on bad on you. Boys don't go support you, and that's it. And she thinks that, oh, maybe I'm probably sleeping with the boys in the battle. I'm like, you don't know when they say somebody is an OG. Omojo Omora, you know when you're supposed to. I will not see you with a girl in Ibadan now and come and greet you. Like, do I know she's your wife? Me, the extremist, if I go to argue now, my love, you're not gonna be fighting silent battle. Your wife will be looking at Timothy Marco Joe when I see the Loma. I'm not among you. I told them, I said, the day I started at the club, I called the band and I was like, hello, Ewa. So apparently, this same girl that was like, I'll fuck you up in this Ibadan. I looked at the boys that was calling my Oga. What come on, people one relay? And they go see my techie me like hey. So because I moved to Lagos now, you people don't have respect for your elders again. But okay, no problem. So I called Carol. I saw at the club. I called the boss. I'm like, I beg, I will fight. He said, "Who?" He said, "This guy." He said, "Beat away when the guy don't get respect." The pastor was ready. I feel like 3 different people like, Teddy, I like, misbehave. Your wig, Louis. Because this night, but for some weird reasons, I didn't fight. They told me not, they told my mother to tell me that I should not fight. And it was the day to go. So they said don't fight for 1 week. It was the last day of that week. No more worry, no more worry. And I was red up. I think my sister had sent a text like, oh, so you don't get plans to fight. I'm like, oh yeah, they do. I don't get plans to fight. I don't get plans to fight. No, but I'm a sweetheart. I'm a super cool.
Of course, I know you're a sweetheart.
I'm a sweetheart. I'm a super cool cat. I don't fight. What else are we even talking about? I think that's all.
Oh,
are you tired?
That was quite interesting. So where do you see Karen in next couple of years?
Karen in the next couple of years, superstar.
Okay.
Superstar. I'm fresh gone.
Have you
couple
thought
of
about
years.
producing your own movies, things like that?
Yeah, that's gonna happen this year.
This year?
Yeah, in Jesus' name, from my mouth to God hears. This year or next year. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
I feel like as of yesterday night, I kind of like wrote down people that would be in the movie. I kind of have a picture of what I want to produce. Yes.
That would be interesting.
No, I know you're not going to see me in the Sidi Alamala lights.
Okay. Were you in Picture Perfect 1?
No.
You're not in this, the new one, yeah.
No, and yeah, Picture Perfect, the series has come to stay, so everybody needs to
So
look
you still
forward
keep
to.
going on that character.
I need to look forward to more CD and the things that CD will do because
I'm looking forward to my conversation with Jobed.
okay.
It's going to be really interesting. We have a lot to talk about.
I mean, there is a whole lot because the way it switches from being, you know what I mean, to Swahili Bruno. And that's for now, like,
Yeah.
what did the guy say is going on here? Sako, should I go? And well, yeah, Jabba is a very cool person. Everybody I've met on set, I don't think I've had reasons to, fight or want to yell at somebody on set. And everybody that's met me, they all have the same thing to say, like, for some weird reasons. I mean, I'm meeting you for the first time, and you're so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Then Nicole, you know.
Yeah, Jigadon.
Jigadon, I love him in that movie. I love him in that series.
Funny enough, me and him didn't talk.
He's as real as
me and Jigadon didn't talk at all on set. It was just good morning. But me and the boys now, officially, so it's always me and the boys. But me and him didn't have like a personal rapport on set. It was just we just knew that okay, we're all in the same space, and that's it. There was no personal,
Yeah, I mean, she's actually one of the directors that I actually respect.
She's badass.
All her stories. Sometimes I just go through
the Roku TV,
TV, or maybe I'm on Netflix or anything.
Yeah.
Once I see directed by Biodun Stevens,
you have to watch.
If I'm not watching that moment, I'm saving it. That okay, I'm coming back to this because I know.
You deserve it.
She has never disappointed me.
And yes, I've heard someone say that.
Yeah.
She's what's that word he used? I can't remember the word he used, but I wasn't ready to fight. But I remember him. And I'm sure, like they always say, when you see things about people, there's always a time that you're going to need them to do something for you.
Yeah.
And this person is in the industry, so I'm waiting for that day. So I'll call him out on his BS and say to him, Elelu, but to be is not all that. What are you doing?
No, she's one of the few ones that the stories, and she goes all out and makes sure it was perfect. I remember the day they were talking about this Picture Perfect series. They actually have that conversation downstairs there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they had the conversation downstairs. Planning to shoot and all that. So I was like, I'm looking, but I've seen the first one then. So I was looking forward to see the one they came to.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. I mean, I love it. Season 1, season 2 was fantastic.
You will not sleep. Even by that time now, yes, I feel like when people start to see more of me, they would,
Yeah, I personally am actually looking forward to see more of you. And once you want to do your movie and all that, let us know where we can come in and
I'm trying not to be emotional, like, oh my god. Like, oh my god.
Let's know where we can come in so we can support you.
Do you have a choice? Where you can come in? Where you can come
Just
in?
let us know the
Which way? By the way,
the angle we can come in.
She's sponsor.
Support the movie and see.
You're going, my brother. Is that no you're going to? No. The same way I'll tell you, everyone's been married. I mean, but if you have friends, tall. I'm not a fan of light men, please. They should not come my way.
Oh, what is it with light men?
I don't know, but I don't think I've seen a light guy that I'm attracted to.
Light men out there, not too much.
Not too much, but I don't see myself attracted.
I think so many.
You're not using cream.
So many ladies. So many ladies don't, because an average lady, they will always tell you, I want a black, tall, handsome.
Tall glass of hot chocolate.
I hardly see ladies that will say, I want him light, tall, and handsome. It's always black, tall, and
light. You're not using bleaching cream because you cannot maintain
you don't have
color.
to. No. You don't have to.
God bless. How can you maintain the color if you are yellow? You know how black knuckles like.
But I know a guy.
Hey, God.
I know a guy
I'm not
that
among.
if you want to kill him, just give him a light babe.
You.
Can
we what?
Like his weak point is just a light skinned girl and he's gone. Hello.
So we like the more.
Don't worry, we lost you, Abby. Don't worry, we get you back.
Hey!
We get you back to the scene. But for light skinned guys, though, for me, I mean, there are some they're pretty cool. Some girls, that's what they want.
But I know some girls. I tell you what I want. Money me fair Allah. I cannot be dating somebody that will be fighting or who is going to his body scrub today. Who is his body scrub finish? No. I mean, use Vaseline and get the pussy out of the eye. Who is body scrub? I want to do facial skin go cat here, man. We would like no. If you're a light man, please, God will not punish you. Thunder will not strike you.
Okay, so if you're a tall, black, and handsome guy,
some chocolate yum.
She's single and she's sexy.
Please, what I was going to say.
Shoot your shot.
Slide
into the DM.
If you don't shoot your shot with sense, hello. If you want to shoot shots,
so if they want to,
don't baby girl me because you don't know me yet. I ate that thing like, hey baby, taloni baby, oh shit, don't baby girl. And I'm not playing. Like, if you have to reach out to me, hi Karen, I heard your podcast and I'd like to get to know you. Submit an application. My Bamiro job with it. Tell me why you are here. I think that's where we can date. There's no need for hi darling. I think I will reply you. Okay, what is going to come after the hi darling? And I will agree that okay, this person she has sense. I said that, oh, you are so sexy. But that moment, I'm sexy, but don't rub it in my face that I'm sexy. And I'm a very good cook.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I love to cook.
No, I know you do food business.
Yes, I'm a homebody. Forget the old. I like to stay at home. I like my sanity. I like my space. But when I go out, we used to turn up to the fullest. No dull moments with me. Like hey, Miller Rock, everything. But yeah, I'm a homebody. I like to stay in the house, cook. Oh, nice. So added advantage is if you're in a relationship with me. Don't worry about food. And don't worry, badminton too,
Karen, you're a case. Like we've done 2 hours, almost 2 hours in conversation. Anyway, if these guys want to slide in the DM, can you give us the handle? How can they
on Instagram at Karen_Spikes, KAREN_SPIKESS. On Twitter
Spikes.
Yeah, on Twitter at Karen Spikes. That is it. If your WhatsApp number, God bless you. But please, come correct.
Come correct.
If you gotta
Guys,
come
can
at
hear
all,
that? Come
if
correct.
you are going to come at all, I mean, don't mind this, very vocal person. I mean, because Ile Mowa, and I'm not trying to. I'm like this. I don't form. We don't have time, but like, if you have to come, please come correct and Maji.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
My name is Jobless. Oh yeah, package. Oh, my name is Jobless. Oh yeah, package.